Hey everybody, welcome back to FlyafterFifty. It's me, Dee, and we're starting a new series on my channel called Eyeshadow Roundup. And this is where, and talking about the eyeshadow palettes that I used last month, and give you a little bit of my thoughts on them, and then showing you the eyeshadows that I am going to be using for the next month that is coming. Now, it's going to be kind of like a Shop My Stash, except it's just going to include eyeshadows, and I'm going to do a regular Shop My Stash for all the other makeup and beauty products that I will be using for the next month. So let's go ahead and get started, because I pick a lot of palettes every month because I just want to use what I have. So first up, I'm going to show you these first few palettes here. These are the ones I didn't really care for, or they were okay, or something like that. I'm not getting rid of them or anything, but just showing you them. Okay, the first one is from Lethal Cosmetics. This is these are the eyeshadows that they made for when they were doing the donations to the animal companies or animal projects. So I got this one here, and these are the two special shades that can go into show three different colors. However, you can't really get three different colors out of there, so that's why these are disappointing to me. So I bought that one full palette and just all the other special shades. I have not used this one yet, but same difference. You cannot get three different eyeshadow colors out of these one shades. Okay, the next one is Big Eagle by Tarte. I thought this was a cute, because they came out with this new large palette, and you know how they break it into smaller ones. So this is a smaller one that I thought was very cute. It's okay, but it is dry. Pretty colors, but it's pretty dry, so that's why this is falling where it is. This one is from ColourPop. It's the Sweet as Can Be palette for Winnie the Pooh. It is so cute. Packaging is so cute. Colors are so cute. They just don't show up that well on my skin, and I can't deepen it out because these are all mid-tone colors. So, but it's adorable. It's an adorable palette. The next one is by Revolution. It's a Tammy and Revolution palette. Is the Tropical Paradise palette. I love these colors in here, I really do, but you know, they just don't show up as vibrant or pigmented as I would like. But it's a cute palette, I really like it, but no, it's just not. This is not the one I'm going to pick if I'm going out somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Alright, next up we got the LA Girl eyeshadow palette Sun Kiss Glow. This is a neutral palette. Nice colors, very nice. It performed like LA Girl palettes do, but you know, it's just not. I have so many neutral palettes. This is not the one that I will go to if I needed a special palette to go out. I do like the range of the colors though, and I will use it some more. It's just not my favorite. All right, next up, these are the palettes that I did use. I think I picked about 30 palettes and I used them all this month, but I don't know if I'm gonna pick that many, or I think I only have like 15 or 16 for next month. Okay, the first one, which I love and adore, is the Natasha Denona Glam Face Palette. This is a face palette, but it includes eyeshadows, highlighter, and a blush. I love the shades. I also have the light. This is the dark version. I also have the light version as well. I really like it. These colors perform well. And although we're not talking about blush and highlighter, these are beautiful as well. Some people I've seen on YouTube said their blushes dried out. None of mine has dried out. I really love this, and this is a really good go-to palette. All right, next up we have this elf, and It's called the Let's Elfin Do It This palette. It is a collaboration with Jen Atkin. I think they did this a couple of years ago. This is not available anymore, but I really like this. It's the same concept as a Natasha Denona face palette, except it has bronzer, blush, and highlighter. This is too light to be a bronzer for me, but the colors for the eyeshadow, and I use this as an eyeshadow as well, they're beautiful. I love the blush. I love the highlighter. This is a really good go-to travel palette. And it looks like they're doing this again with another influencer, and it's supposed to be like pink. So I hope they do a light and dark one as well, because I will definitely get it. Okay, next up, got Pat McGrath. This is her Mothership Subversive palette. It's the 6 pans, her original. She had original 3 6 pans that she came out with. And this is the one that has the purple in it. Beautiful, still performs well. I love it. I'm so glad I have it. So pretty. It's just, you know, the packaging is not holding up that well, so you got to put a rubber band around it. Let me get this back on here. All right, let's keep going. Next up, this is the Nars eyeshadow palette from Odin's Eye. I pulled this out because they reformulated this and they have a new one. I wanted to make sure I like this, or if I wanted to get the new one, but this one works just fine for me. I like it. I don't even pull it out that much, but this one has a small circular pans, and you know they got that new like squarish pans. But yeah, this performs very well. These are beautiful. I really like it. These 4 at the bottom, pretty. I mean, if the new one outperforms this one, you got a banger. Also, I just want to say they always have very nice packaging. All right, this next one is this I.am-Meech 16 color eyeshadow palette. I got this off Amazon. Oh, I love this palette. I love the vibrant colors, and they are vibrant. I love these soft, creamy mattes. They're my favorite. So yeah, I love this palette. All right, the next palette is from Ace Beauté. It's the Ambiance palette. I love this palette as well. Look at this beautiful colors. And I like the way they have it set up. If you're not sure what to do, you can just go up and down. And I have a 3-color look. It's just beautiful. I really love this, and I love their formula as well. All right, the next one is the Nearly Natural eyeshadow palette from Glaminatrix. I thought I didn't really like this palette, but it is nice. I love the mattes. I love the bling shimmers. It is so pretty, and I know they're coming out with a new one today. I just can't pay that. It has to be really special, because that $25 shipping fee from Australia be hitting me hard. But if it has a neutral twist to it, I might get it, because I'm a neutral girl and I love these neutral eyeshadow palettes. But this one is really nice. All right, next up we have the Blend Buddy Cosmetics All Done Up palette, which is another one that's very nice. But I just find I don't need to buy any more of their palettes unless they come up with something like really spectacular. But this here, how they have it lined up, where you can do a look that way, or you can play around if you are OG like that. But I really love this palette. This is one of their smaller ones. I think this is the smallest one, because I have 4 of their palettes. So I want to say this is the smallest one. This is very nice, and you could travel with this one. It's not too bulky. Love the mid-tone, love the darkening shades, the smoked out shades, even the little pastels on the top. And the shimmers, ugh, beautiful. Love. All right, moving on. I also use this Pat McGrath Labs. She came out with this little palette. This was the first little palette she did, I want to say. It doesn't even have a name. But these are the colors. It has all these little six. It still performs well. This is really good. And I prefer these shimmers from Pat McGrath than those blingy astral shades, which I do like them sometimes, but these are the ones I prefer because I don't like all that glitter all over me. And I have mature eyes, so I don't need nothing really drawing that much attention to them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this one is really nice. You can't get it anymore though. Also, I finally used 2 of my ColourPop quads. And this is the Never Tore Us Apart and the Bold and the Aries. Do beat it. Beautiful. I really like these. It may not get as dark as I want, so I have to go and grab my Natasha Denona black, but these are so nice. I'm glad I have them in my collection. And you know these are travel friendly. Blah, blah, blah. Throw them in your makeup bag and you're good to go. All right, the next eyeshadow I used was the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Eye Palette, and it's Smoky Eyes Are Forever. My husband's about to get slapped. This one was one of her Christmas release. I think it was the year before last. But once again, it's set up in 4 different looks if you want to do that, or you can mix and match. Very pretty, very soft, just elegant. Very elegant, very pretty. Can you see it? Wait a minute. So pretty. All right. I also pulled out one of my OGs, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam. Still a good palette. People say they get tired of these browns here, and I love them. She can put them in every palette. I don't care. But yeah, pretty, 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 pretty. And it still performs very well. Still a good one. Ooh. Oh no. Hang on. Oops. Okay, my favorite palette that I used this month was a Natasha Denona Yucca palette. Y'all, I love this palette. It is beautiful. And I love the shades. I love the mattes. They're not as pigmented as I would like them to be, but these shimmers, yes, please do it again in another palette. I would love you to. I just love. I did 3 looks with this on my channel, so I really like it. It has the colors I need for my crease, for my transition area, and like I said, these shimmers are stunning. All right, we're almost done with the palettes I used last month. Oh, for this month, July. The next one I use is Tribe by Juvia's. This is a nice green palette. So pretty. I mean, it could be used with this Natasha Denona one if you want it. I love the shimmers. This is just a beautiful palette. I love it. And the last palette I loved was by Gloss Gods. It is the New Neutrals Remixed. Nice neutral. I'm always gonna have a neutral, so just know that. Nice neutrals. I really like this palette. Love the mattes. These 2 right here were a bit chunky, so I did not like them on my eyes because you know I have to mature lids. But I saw a video the other day. Who was it? Kinky Sweat? I keep forgetting. Alicia? I keep forgetting what her real name is. But she said if you spray your brush, you can get rid of the chunkiness. She was talking about another palette, of course. But I'm going to try that next time. But I like all the other shimmers and the mattes as well. Very pretty. And it's neutral and still has some cool tones in here as well. Very nice. All right, now let's talk about the palettes that I'm going to be using for August. These are the palettes. Some might be added to it throughout the month if I feel the urge, but these are definitely the palettes I'll be using this month. Okay, let's just take a look at them. The first one is the Juvia's Place, the Rebel Honey. Nice warm palette. Then we have the Juvia's Place, the Chocolates palette. So pretty. I get down for a neutral palette. I have the Urban Decay Born to Run. I wish they'd do something like this again. Beautiful. I also have the Patrick Ta, his original Major Dimension palette. Beautiful neutrals. I also just purchased the Deep Sea Treasures palette by Cliona. So I will be using this. This is an all shimmers palette. Beautiful shimmers. I will be using this, I'm just going to pull out, with this matte eyeshadow palette from Pat McGrath Labs, her Velvet Liaison. So this is an all matte palette. I'll be using these to go with that. Next up, 4 palettes that I just bought from Ace Beauté. I just bought their, what collection is this? Floral Collection palette, which is Calla, Fleur, Begonia, and Flora. Let's take a look at them. So I'll be using all of these this month. This is Calla. Beautiful. Those are the colors. Ooh. Can't wait to dig into these. I'm so glad they brought it back because I slept on them the first time they were released. I'm so glad they did this again. This is the Fleur. It's a purple palette. Look at those flowers in there. That is just lovely. Wow, so pretty. Okay. Next up is the Begonia. Oh my goodness, look at that. Beautiful. And the last one is Flora. Look, oh my word, look at that. Beautiful. And that's the Begonia. Oh, I can't wait to dig into these. So pretty. I don't know if they're still available. The next one I got is the Cosmos palette. I did end up getting this. My husband bought it for me. Once again, look at their neutrals from, this is Anastasia Beverly Hills, by the way. Look at their neutrals. I love neutrals like that. And hopefully you can see it. So pretty. It is pretty. Okay, the next one I have, I did end up getting a Nomad Okavango Safari palette. At first I wasn't going to get it because I got the Natasha Denona, but since their mattes did not perform as well as I wanted, I said, hey, might as well get this too, and they had a sale. Very nice. It's not like hair, but it has texture. Very nice. And then here are the colors. This is another one that can be used with the Natasha Denona if you wanted to. Very pretty. Okay, moving on. Next one I have is this e.l.f. Electric Mood and Tiana Major 9 collab. This was a few years ago that they had this collab. But very beautiful colors. Pops of blue, but I think this is perfect for summertime. Very pretty. Also pulled out Color Rain, the Beauty Rest palette. Ooh, look at that. So warm and beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so I'll be using this in August. I will also be using a Thrive Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. Or this is a face palette. Well, it's a multi-use palette. It's the perfect eye palette, it says. Because it has the neutral. Then it has a light and then a little shimmer over here. I think, is this a shimmer? No, that's a matte too. So, good. It says it's an eye palette, but yeah. So, this is that. So, I'll be using that. Nice and neutral. I also pulled out one of the old BH Cosmetics palettes. The Looking Like a Snack. That's how that one looks. This is going to be different for me. But it's so pretty. I want to use it. Okay. And the last one I have for August is the Natasha Denona Glam palette. Okay, this is not my favorite Natasha Denona palette. I like the mini. The mini I like better than this. Because this is so cool to me. I mean, I even changed it around. Like, I forgot who I was following, but they moved it around. So I changed it around. And it is more appealing to me this way. So hopefully I can come out with a look. Because there are some warms in here. So we're going to give this a try. Because I love Natasha Denona. I love her quality. This is just not my favorite palette. Alright, y'all. That is it. Those are all my palettes I use in July and what I'm going to use in August. Hope you like this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up so I know that you like. This is the way you like to talk about eyeshadow palette. Because ranking them, I can't rank them. Because I don't use them enough to be like, oh, this is good. This is good. So I don't want to mislead anyone. I'm just showing you how I like the palette. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. But y'all, thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. And make sure you subscribe. My short mustache is coming soon. And I also do other regular videos. So please subscribe. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in another video.